story is essentially, my dad was a software engineer at a company called Honeywell for a number of years. And he also had a music business side hustle. And so in order for him to grow that business, customers were essentially churches. And he would, on the weekends, go from church to church with his family in tow. And he would travel to churches to preach, to teach music, to play music. He was a keyboardist. He was also, in some respects, a singer as well. And outside of the public light, things they used to talk about a lot was the inability to always track the money and collect the money that was owed to him, because a lot of the deals that he did with churches were handshake deals. The other issue that he had was justifying how much justifying his rate, what he was charging these churches. For him, he had a unique sound that he created. He thought he should be paid accordingly. And the last thing was the inability to obtain credit for his music business because of the wild swings to its revenue. And so fast forward to me being an entertainment lawyer. I had clients that were similar to my dad. They were creators, they were artists, they were entrepreneurs / artists. And so a lot of the complaints that they had was, how do I justify my market value? How do I justify to brands and other companies I want to do business with? How do I justify my rate to them? They also had issues with, credit worthiness because of just the lump sums and the lumpiness of their revenue. And so, we set about to essentially build a product or build a company, I should say, that really helped address those pain points. One of the pain points, as I mentioned before, was how to determine what creators should be charging. So that's more of a market value product that we built out for them. Also, the ability to get access to a credit. So our automated lines of credit through our partnership with MasterCard is based off of their market value, and it's based off of their average bank deposits over 30 days, right? And so that's another component of it. So we wanted to build something that allowed creators to get access to funding based on our own variation of what is deemed credit worthy for a creator, and also help them to determine through data or backed by data what they should be charging charging the brands and the other partners that they want to work with on different deals. So that's essentially the origin story. Words, I would say hardworking, committed, and joyful. Those would be the 3 words. Top 3 apps I could not imagine my day without. I would say Audible, weather. So I'm always curious about, especially here in LA, like the weather can be up and down. And I would also say notes, because I'm constantly taking notes. I'm always thinking about different things, coming up with different ideas. So quickly opening up the notes app to type in, my thoughts or ideas is a great app. I think the most exciting update is just the most recent one, as I mentioned, securing partnerships with Dubai-based companies, which includes MasterCard, their Eastern Europe, Middle East, Africa office, which is based in Dubai. So that's a secure commercial card contract partnership that we're entering into with them. I think also working with a couple of enablers that are based there. And I think the other thing is our partnership with Creators HQ, which is funded and backed by the Dubai government. I think the opportunity to work with that company or that organization and partnering with them, which allows us to acquire more customers and obviously provide more value to creators that are not just based in the US, but also based in that region of the world. So I think those are probably the most exciting updates. We're also pretty excited about continuing to hammer out partnerships with companies like Northwestern Mutual here in the US, Bell Bank, as that continues to unfold. And there's all sorts of different directions that we're going in with that partnership. But I think that's pretty promising. And then also, we've had a number of creators that have just wanted to sign up and wanted to join Bump. And so we're seeing our daily active users of Bump, in the thousands now, right? And so that's a pretty incredible and pretty exciting development over the last couple weeks too. Or I would say, we're all about accountability, as a company. And so working with the advisory board and being able to essentially be held accountable to be able to work through our work streams, but also being able to leverage the collective expertise and resources from the advisory board has been tremendously helpful, and certainly one of the highlights of being with RTL.